Hi, crocheters and YouTubers and everyone in between. I just thought I would make another tutorial for you guys. Today I'm showing you how to make these adorable little pumpkins for some fall decorations around your home, your office, to give to your friends, or to sell them if you want to make a bunch of them and sell them, or just whatever you want to do. I like to use little sticks that I find from outside for the the stems, and yeah, I just think they're cute and adorable, and they're super fast, easy to make. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to start this project off, first of all, I just want to mention that I'm using a size 6mm J hook. If you can see that there. However, if you want to make your pumpkin a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, you can use a 5.5mm or a 5mm, maybe go up to a 6.5. For the first two pumpkins that I made, one of them I used just Red Heart Super Saver acrylic yarn, which is a 4-ply yarn. The orange one that I made, I actually used Karen's Simply Soft yarn. And I used the same hook size with both of them. So now I'm actually going to be using, I don't know what brand this yarn is. It's some random ball of yarn that I had in my stash, but it is a little bigger, a little thicker, a little bit bulky. So I'm going to try it with this time, and I expect that it'll turn out bigger, but we'll see. Should be pretty close to the same size, but I like a little bit of size difference. So if you want to make pumpkins and make them in different sizes, then just try different hook sizes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start off with making a slip knot. And you're going to leave a long tail because you'll need it at the end of your project to sew. Okay. All right. Oops. Insert your hook. And let's go ahead and start off with a foundation chain of 12 chains. So 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and now what we're going to do is go ahead and start working in the chains that we just made. So, and not the first, but the second chain from the hook. See that? There's 1, there's 2. The second chain from the hook, we are going to do a half double crochet, and we'll do 1 in each of the next 10 chains after. That'll give us a total of 11 half double crochets all the way down. Okay, so yarn over and insert your hook into that second chain from the hook. Okay, so pull it through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Grab the yarn and pull it through all 3 loops, and you just made a half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and pull the yarn through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, or grab the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Just like that. I'll show you one more time. Yarn over. Insert the hook into the next chain. Grab the yarn and pull it through. All right, so you now have 3 loops on your hook. So grab the yarn, go ahead and pull it through all 3 loops. And you just did your third half double crochet. So continue on until you get to the end, this very last chain. And then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so we are down to the last 2 chains. Let's go ahead and finish off our half double crochets here. All right, so now this is what we have so far. We are going to chain 1, turn your work around, and we're going to start working in the top of these stitches all the way back down. Okay, so what we're going to do, okay, see how each and every stitch has 2 strands of yarn on the very top? One of these is a back loop and one is a front loop. The one facing you is always the front loop, obviously. So what we're gonna do is, okay, we just chain one and turn our work, yarn over, and we are gonna do a half double crochet in the back loops only, all the way through. Okay, so here's how that looks. Insert your hook and pull the yarn through. You got 3 loops on your hook, grab the yarn and pull through all 3, yarn over, do it in the next back loop, yarn over, okay, and see how that's looking? You see, we just did 3 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and we have 1, 2, 3 little strands of yarn in front of each of those. Those are the front loops. We're working in the back ones only, all the way across. And actually, on the next row that we do, we'll be working in the front loops. We're gonna, throughout this entire pattern, we're gonna be alternating between the front loops and the back loops on each row. So just follow along and I'll show you what that's like. Continue in your back loops. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, so we just finished the second row here in back loops only. See how we have this ridge up front? Those are all our front loops. When we're done with the pumpkin, that's what's gonna create like the lines, like the rows, like the pumpkins have, you know? So yeah, the little ridges. So anyhow, what we're gonna do now is chain 1, turn your work, and this time we will be working in the front loop of every one of these stitches, okay? So yarn over and insert, go under the loop like this and insert your hook up through there, see? Grab the yarn and pull it through. You've got 3 loops on your hook, grab the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. And you just did a front post, yarn over, insert your hook up in there, and grab the yarn and pull it out, back through, and then grab the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. And there's your second front post half double crochet, yarn over, do it again. Okay, now I'm just gonna show you real fast here. See how now we are in the front loops. And on the other side, if you flip it over, you'll see these back loops. There's 1, 2, 3 for each stitch we did so far. If you can see that. So let's continue doing that. Front loops only. All right. Last stitch here. All right, so we just finished the 3rd row. Now we will chain 1, turn your work, and we're gonna do the back loops again this time. Because remember what I said, we're gonna be alternating with each row. We will do back loop, front loop, back loop, front loop. Okay, so this time we're doing a row of back loops. The next row is gonna be a row of front loops. Okay, got something stuck there. Anyway, so yarn over, insert your hook down into the back loop here, like so. Grab the yarn and pull through. Grab the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over, do it again. Yarn over, and just continue this pattern all the way through. If you're new to crocheting or you're new to this stitch, then it might take you a second to get the hang of it, but I promise once you get the hang of it, it's just like second nature. You'll be doing it just fine. So go ahead and continue that with the back loops for the rest of this row. Actually, what we're gonna do this for a total of 19 rows, okay? So I just want you to continue doing back loops, and then the next row for row, let's see, we're on 1, 2, 3, we're on 4 right now. So for row 5, you're gonna do front loops. 6 will be back loops, 7 will be front loop, 8 will be back loops. So every even numbered row is gonna be back loops. Every odd number row is gonna be front loops. We're gonna end on a front loop only row, which will be row 19. So just do that until you got a nice long piece here, and I'll meet you there and show you what to do next. Okay, so I'm now on row 18, finishing up my final row of back loop only half double crochets. Okay, chain 1, turn, and now for my final row, row 19, where I will do a half double crochet in each of the front loops all the way across. Once you get the hang of the stitching with this, it is a fairly quick project. Pretty quick and easy. So you can make a bunch of them. Put them all over your house, your office, give them to friends, sell them, whatever. Whatever you want to do. Alright, coming up to the end here. Alright, last stitch, front post. There we go. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is leave a really long tail for sewing. I'm gonna take my cute little scissors here. By the way, these are my new scissors that I got from Hobby Lobby. Aren't they the cutest? It's a ball of yarn. So anyways, snip us a nice long tail here. Okay, pull your yarn through and fasten it off. And now what we will do, we're gonna fold this in half, like so, and we'll sew down the edge here. And once we get to the end of this edge, like we get to this corner right here, I'll show you what we'll do with this side. So let's go ahead and grab your yarn needle. Or if you don't have a yarn needle, you can use your crochet hook to sew. Just a little easier if you have a yarn needle, but you can make it work with a crochet hook if you don't have one. Oh, what am I doing? I almost started a slip knot. Okay, so go ahead and thread that up here and just line your stitches up. Okay, like so. And we're gonna just sew all the way through. So let me see, where am I? I will start with the first 2 stitches. Insert your hook through there, or your needle through there and there, and just pull through like so. Okay, do it again, the next stitch. It's pretty easy. Sewing is not my forte, but you know. Just as long as it's pretty lined up, doesn't really matter if it's perfect, because this is gonna be hidden anyways. When we're done, we're gonna flip this inside out, so yeah. Alrighty, getting close to finished here. Okay, well, let's do one more. All right, that looks pretty good. So I sewed along the whole edge, and now we have like this tube shape, kind of. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna actually take our needle and we're gonna weave it in and out of the edge of this. And when we get to the end, we're gonna just pull this, the tail real tight, and it'll make all this come together. So just kind of follow along, watch what I do. You just weave it in and out the top edge all the way around. And once again, it does not have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be precise. Just, you know, because it's all going to come together in the end and it'll look good. Just trust me. So see how I'm just weaving it in back and forth. Like so. Oops. There we go. Oops. Almost knocked something off my table there. So just keep weaving it in along the top. We are almost done. And I'll show you what we're going to do next. All right, so now we're just gonna pull the string and tighten it till it closes the hole. See? Make it nice and tight. Get the hole as small as you can get it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're gonna take your needle and just kind of weave it in somewhere and fasten it off, like so. Here, let me show you. So I just stuck my needle in like that, pull through, and then just turn it around and stick it back in the loop there and pull it tight, like that. And you're done with that part. So now we're gonna flip it inside out, okay? And just tuck the yarn from that in there, because it'll be hidden. What we're gonna do next is stuff it, and then we'll sew the top. Now, I just wanted to say, when you go to stuff this, you wanna stuff it with like polyfill or something. I happen to be out of polyfill, and I like to improvise and use things that are around my house that I don't really use. So I am actually using a plastic grocery bag to stuff in there. Just because I have a million of these. I like to save them and then take them back to the store to recycle. But if I can find another use for them, then that's fine too. So that's what I'll be doing. Just stuff it in there. It's just perfect size for it. So. And then we will go ahead and sew the top now. And like I said, if you have polyfill, go ahead and put that in there. It's really does work better than using a grocery bag, but you know, hey, you can make it work. All right, so now we're just gonna weave in the top the same way we did the bottom. Okay, so we'll weave in and out of the stitches, until we're able to pull tight and close the hole. So I will go ahead and start on that. And see here. Okay. So just continue doing that, and I will meet you when I'm at the end of weaving this in and when we're going to pull it closed, and I'll show you what to do next with our little stem. Okay, so I'm at the end here of weaving this in, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it tight to close this circle, just like so. Get it nice and tight. And then I'm gonna weave in, I'm gonna fasten this off by weaving it in just anywhere. Okay, and then pull it tight. And voila. Now, next thing I'm gonna do before I cut this off, just because I wanna make sure of my placement, you kind of want to mold it a little bit if you use the bag like that. Well, even if you use polyfill, you still want to kind of shape it. Might need shaped a little bit. And then I'm going to take just any random stick, like just go out in your backyard or wherever, or just anywhere where you see a tree, and look for some sticks on the ground, and just take one that you think is a nice size, and yeah, you just take it and stuff it on in there. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I kind of twist it in, make it have that that shape where it'll like go down a little bit into it. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. I think that's cute, very pretty. And now I'm gonna go ahead and sew my tail in. And then the next thing we're gonna do, after I'm done getting this out of the way here, so to sew the tail in, I just kind of weave it in like so, and pull it through any random spot like that, and we're going to snip it. Just cut it off. All right, now the last part of this project, and this is totally optional, but I just think it looks cute. I saw somewhere online where somebody had done this to their pumpkin that they crocheted, and I just thought it was super cute, so I copied the idea. I wish I could remember who it was, because I would love to give them credit for that little idea that they did. If that was your idea, then feel free to comment and tell me. So anyways, what I do is just do a slip knot like that, and then put it around the stem, and voila. You can cut it to whatever size you like, and there you have it. We're done. You got a cute, pretty little white pumpkin. I think it's adorable. I like doing different colors. I do plan on making a few more. I have some variegated yarn that I want to try it with, and I have some other shades of orange that I want to try. Thought about maybe making some pastel ones because I like pastel colors. But anyways, yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick tutorial, and I hope you thought it was fun. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask me. I'm usually pretty active on my Instagram page now. My Instagram is just happycat_crochet. So you can just find me on Instagram, give me a follow, shoot me a message if you want. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and well, till next time. Bye-bye.